What's up, Internet? So I took my passenger seat out. This other person had taken their passenger seat out, and they made the mechanic not only hide the cables, but they made the mechanic solder on these resistors to make it think the airbag was still there. I would never do that. I just left it off. The airbag light is yellow. It won't cause you to fail any inspections. It's better without it. Yeah, taking the seat out. I'm just going to sell it. I'm going to sell it and work on and keep this vehicle until it's dead. Like, either that or I'm going to keep it until, because I'm really good at, like, keeping a vehicle and selling it for, like, $1,000. You know, not bad. And it'll be a deal, too, because it still runs. But yeah, I'm planning on moving to get a electric solar. I want a super efficient electric. I don't care if it goes 55 miles an hour. I want it to be bare. Nothing inside. Do I want a radio? I can buy a radio, right? It should have it should have a robust hookup system like a USB, a car 12 volt, a house plug to the main battery, and then it should have like the ends. Like, do you want to put solar panels on the roof? Well, you have to glue it up there yourself, and then you have to snake it in. Glue, how do I feel about glue? Glue can be awesome. Glue, metal on metal glue is like suspicious. If you're going to do metal on metal, you want to get construction glue. Yeah, definitely. Even like metal on metal super glue isn't vibration rated. It's not going to hold during vibrations. So yeah. But yeah, I took the seat off. Took the seat off and turned it around. I'm going to do the motor mount here either today or tomorrow. It won't rain until later this week. So taking the seat off, though, you had to unplug the wires. And I accidentally was trying to take the seatbelt off. You don't need to take the seatbelt off to take the seat out. But yeah, the seat being missing, that's going to be a huge amount of storage, a ridiculous amount of storage. So I'm also going to try to paint it, spray it down and paint it. And I'm looking forward to cloudy days again. I'm definitely going to get out of desert. Desert and me were really not good. I don't like the desert. I love like windy, rainy, not too windy, but like the one nice thing about the desert is that rain other places is like an oppressive fog. Rain in the desert is highly visible. You can see huge cloud formations, a lot of light, really pretty. Yeah. But yeah, I took my passenger seat out this morning. I was trying to unscrew that. The seatbelt's held on by this big square bolt, and I was struggling. It's probably, there's this type of glue called red glue. When they're putting the vehicle together, blue glue you can by hand take off, but red glue you're not going to be able to take it off by hand. And I agree, I tried it, not happening. What you have to do is you have to heat it up to like 400 degrees, and then it will come off, which is too much work, but I didn't have to do that. Yeah. And unbolting the thing was kind of weird. I watched this video and she went through this whole process to mimic the seat being there. And it's really not that bad. It's just a yellow light. It doesn't even beep. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the side panels off and hide the cable in the side panels like he did. And that seemed to work. If I just cut it, people won't be able to replace the seat and have an airbag. So, yeah, but I'm going to sell that seat. I'm going to sell that seat. That's so much room. No passenger seat. I kind of need the sleeping room. Yeah, I have this big, like, foam mattress. I'm going to cut it in half and layer it up. I don't know if I'm too fat or what, but I cannot sleep on the one layer of mattress foam. It's not enough. It hurts. I need to get the 2 layers or more. I've got a giant mattress in storage. It's been in storage for like 8 years. I haven't gotten to it. Yeah, so that's my plan. Motor mounts either today or tomorrow. I've got 3 motor mounts, so I can do one job at a time. Probably wait for it to cool down, get out of the midday, and then, yeah. Definitely sending back the power bank is going to help. This power bank was useless. It doesn't have a car charger. It isn't chargeable by anything I own. It doesn't charge anything I own. It's called an Anker. A useless Anker, just a big brick of weight. So yeah, I don't know if buying $100 power bank is worth it. I should buy like at least $1,000 giant power bank and solar setup, like something that can really take a ton of energy. These things are advertising. It's this giant bank and solar thing. It says the solar can recharge the battery in 3.5 hours. Which, if it's a giant battery, that's awesome. That's the complete liberation that I needed. You have the solar panel out during the day, and then in the night you take it back in and charge all your devices. Yeah, the USB hand warmers. USB hand warmers on exposed metal inside your vehicle is a game changer, because if you have a renewable energy source, you can recharge the hand warmer and then just set it up like around your vehicle, like on the walls. And then you have an actual warm interior without running off of any. Yeah, it's awesome. Get another battery. I had an electrical fire once. I was deployed to a war zone, and we had bought a electrical thing from the locals, and that thing caught on fire. Yeah, I put that out, but I haven't seen anything else really. Like, man, people clean way too much for me. I can't be clean like they are. It's just horrible. I would rather mentally block out the dirt being a problem and just never deal with it than I would fastidiously make everything super, super, super crisp. Which, in their credit, it looks like their fine sciences benefited from having absolutely pure environments. Maybe it's a weakness on my part, the fact that I'm not a clean person. To me, your ancestors were never clean. They never bothered being clean, and they all made it just fine. So, they all made it. You passed, right? You died. That's it. Good work. So, yeah. Yeah, I have this vehicle, but it's going to be a few months until I use it. I found my uh, window rolling thing. It's in the center, like between where the seats would have been. I wasn't able to roll the windows down. I was like, where is this? But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's a nice, spacious interior. I'm going to do like a magnetic cargo netting on the top and store all my stuff above my head. And and have like portions that's like everything's connected and dangles down. I used to crawl from the back like a SUV, crawl through the 2 front seats to get into the front seat. So it's like when I'm sleeping, I'm in back. And then when I wake up, I go into the front. And now it's going to be way better. I'm going to have room to actually lay out. And I'm still going to do that pattern where like the front seat is my like sitting seat, sit all day in the front seat, and then crawling back to sleep. So yeah, it's not bad, because if you want to go for a walk, you're immediately in nature. You're immediately in trail area. And losing my faith in divinity, I've had miracles and synchronicities happen, but the animals still all eat each other, and the religions are still about circumcision. So it's like, we wish we were here for the nice time, but it doesn't look like that. So as much reflecting on that the animals all eat each other in nature, I care a lot less about it. It's not that nice. Nature's kind of nice, but not that nice. If you're like me, if you grew up urban, you may idealize it, but there's really no reason to. Um, yeah. So, yeah, I was going to get this tiny 100 battery. 100, it's usually like 140 and it's like 40% off, so it's like $100. But I'm going to send it back. It'll cost $7 to send it back. They just delivered something to my door, but they can't take it for me, right? That would be too easy. It's got to go through UPS. Um, Amazon delivery is a million times better than UPS. UPS is like, they won't listen to instructions. They will give you stuff they broke and throw. When my scooter got here, the box was destroyed and the horn was all busted. At least it still worked. So yeah, front seat is out. First job's done. Next job, motor mounts. So there's a motor mount and then two transmission mounts, and that's the motor mounts. So the first one's going to be the easiest, and the next one's going to be second easiest, and the third one's going to be the hardest because I got to crawl underneath. So I have struts. Each one can hold 4,400 pounds. My vehicle weighs like 3,600. So it should be safe. Shouldn't have a problem. Uh, it's going to be on dirt though. Definitely packed in caked dirt. This stuff is impossible to shovel into. Like you have to like really wet the surface to shovel into it. So yeah, do that today and tomorrow. Glad the passenger seat's out. I'm gonna sell it $100, their best offer.